Alex opened his eyes slowly, feeling a strange heaviness in his body. The world around him was silent, darker than he expected, and the air smelled metallic, cold and still. His mind struggled to understand where he was. The last thing he remembered was stepping into the deep space ark, leaving Earth behind, trusting the ship to keep him safe while humans explored the stars. And now, everything had changed. He tried to move, but his muscles felt stiff as if he had been frozen for centuries. Panic rose in him, but he forced it down. He looked around. The room was sleek and white, filled with panels and screens that flickered with dim light. Everything seemed to hum faintly, the only sign that the ship was still alive. "Systems. Online?" he whispered, his voice trembling. He reached for the nearest console, tapping it gently. The screen lit up and a soft voice spoke in perfect clarity. "Welcome back, human." Time elapsed. 15,000 years. Alex froze. 15,000 years? His mind couldn't grasp it. The humans who had sent him into space would be gone. He would be alone. Trembling, he pulled himself up, legs weak but determined. The ship's logs were still active. Alex accessed them and began reading. His heart sank as he learned the truth. Humanity had faced a catastrophe. Some records suggested a massive war. Others hinted at a plague that spread faster than any cure. Cities on Earth had fallen, and humans had scattered across the stars, but none had survived long enough to maintain their civilizations. Alex felt a wave of loneliness crash over him. He had always thought humans were strong, resilient, but now he was alone, possibly the last living human in the galaxy. He stepped into the corridor, the floor humming beneath his feet. Panels lit as he passed, and the ship's AI greeted him with polite efficiency. He explored the ship slowly, each room filled with memories of a civilization that once dreamed of the stars. There were living quarters, now empty and silent. Personal items floated in storage pods untouched for millennia. Alex paused at a photo, a small holographic image of his family before he left Earth. He touched it, and a wave of sadness filled him. They were gone. Everyone he knew, everyone he loved vanished, but he could not dwell on grief. Survival had always been a human trait, and he would need every ounce of it to navigate this new reality. Alex moved toward the observation deck. Outside, stars stretched endlessly, unbroken by the clouds or atmosphere of Earth. It was beautiful, in a cold, lonely way. He realized how small humans had been in the galaxy, how fragile yet how brave. They had reached for the stars, built incredible machines, and left messages for the future. And now he would have to carry that legacy alone. He checked the ship's archives and found maps, star charts, and logs from humanity's last colonies. Many were destroyed or lost, but some led to habitable planets. He felt a spark of hope. Maybe humanity was not completely gone. Maybe some traces of his kind had survived hidden among the stars. Still, Alex needed to understand what had happened first. He accessed the ship's communication system, searching for any signals from other human ships. Static filled the screens, then silence. No life, no messages. It was as if the universe itself had forgotten humans. Determined, Alex prepared the ship for exploration. He had survived this long. He could survive the galaxy. He began running systems checks, repairing damaged circuits, and studying the star maps. Each planet he passed seemed empty, but he did not lose hope. Humans were survivors. He had seen it in the stories of old Earth, in the legends of explorers and inventors. After days of scanning, the ship's sensors picked up a planet nearby. It was habitable, with air, water, and signs of vegetation. Alex prepared the shuttle. He strapped himself in and launched, his heart pounding with a mix of fear and excitement. For the first time in 15,000 years, he would set foot on a planet that might hold answers. The shuttle landed on a quiet plain. Trees stretched into the sky, alien in shape but familiar in feeling. Birds, or creatures like birds, flew overhead. Alex stepped outside, breathing the fresh air, feeling the wind against his face. The planet was alive, vibrant, and yet strangely empty. No humans, no signs of civilization. He explored cautiously. Crumbling ruins appeared in the distance, evidence that someone or something had lived here long ago. Alex approached carefully, wondering what he would find. Broken buildings, rusted vehicles, and faded signs told a story of life that had once thrived. And then he found something that made him pause. A small, flickering hologram. It activated as he neared. A woman's voice spoke, warm and calm, though distorted by time. If anyone survives, know that humans were brave. We reached the stars we learned we loved, and we fought to protect our home. Remember us. Alex felt tears in his eyes. The message was simple yet powerful. Humans had fought, survived, and failed, but their courage, their ingenuity, their spirit, that was eternal. As he continued exploring, he noticed movement in the shadows. Something alive was there, hiding behind the ruins. Alex's pulse quickened. Was it a surviving human, an alien, or a wild creature that had claimed the abandoned planet? He approached slowly, careful not to make sudden moves. A figure emerged, a small robotic drone, worn and ancient. It beeped, scanning Alex. Then, in a mechanical voice, it spoke. Human detected. Identification confirmed. Objective: protect and guide surviving humans. Alex's heart leaped. Even after 15,000 years, some humans had left guardians behind, machines programmed to preserve life, to remember humanity. He felt a connection across time, a bond that reached beyond centuries. He followed the drone to the ruins of what looked like a research facility. Panels flickered to life as he touched them, revealing holographic notes, schematics, and records of experiments humans had conducted before their disappearance. It was a treasure trove of knowledge, proof of human creativity, determination, and intelligence. Alex realized something important. He might be the last fully awake human, but he carried the potential of his species. He could learn, adapt, and explore. He could honor those who had lived before him, and maybe, just maybe, he could rebuild or at least preserve the legacy of humanity for the galaxy to remember. Night fell on the planet, painting the sky with colors Alex had never seen. Stars shimmered in silence, and he felt both small and infinite at once. He set up a temporary shelter near the ruins, keeping the drone close. Tomorrow he would explore further, search for more signs of life, and uncover the mysteries of this planet and the universe beyond. But for now, he allowed himself a moment of reflection. Humanity was gone, yes, but their spirit had not vanished. Their courage, creativity, and drive lived on in him, and that spark, Alex knew, was enough to face whatever the galaxy had left for him. He lay under the alien sky, listening to the wind through strange trees, thinking about the vastness of time and space. 15,000 years had passed, and yet here he was, alone, yes, but alive, and the journey had only just begun. The first light of dawn filtered through the alien trees, casting long shadows across the ruined research facility. Alex stirred in his temporary shelter, the soft hum of the drone nearby reminding him he was not completely alone. Last night's discoveries had filled him with hope, but also with questions. How much of humanity's knowledge had survived? Were there other humans out there somewhere hidden among the stars? He stepped outside, stretching his stiff limbs. The air smelled faintly of strange vegetation, earthy yet unfamiliar. He examined the facility once more. Broken panels, shattered glass, and scattered equipment spoke of sudden abandonment. Someone had left in a hurry, or maybe they had simply vanished. The drone floated beside him, its sensors sweeping the area. Scanning for life forms, it said in its mechanical voice. No organic humans detected. Environmental hazards minimal. Sheltered area secure. Alex nodded. The drone would be useful. It could help him explore, protect him, and even translate some of the alien interfaces he might encounter. Humans had designed it for guidance, and now it served as his companion. He entered the facility, moving cautiously. The halls were dark, dust covering every surface. He activated his flashlight, revealing long corridors lined with storage pods and workstations. On one wall, a holographic map flickered to life. It showed a cluster of planets, some marked with symbols he didn't recognize, others with familiar Earth coordinates. The map pulsed with a faint green light, highlighting a planet labeled Haven. Alex's heart skipped a beat. It seemed to be a human settlement, long abandoned perhaps, but its existence suggested someone might have survived. He memorized the coordinates. If anyone could still be out there, Haven would be the place to start. As he explored deeper, he found laboratories filled with data cores. He gently lifted one, connecting it to his portable interface. A holographic archive began to unfold. Research, notes, engineering designs, and star charts spanning centuries. Humanity had tried to reach the farthest edges of the galaxy, building starships, robotic companions, and even self-sustaining habitats on distant worlds. But the logs also revealed tragedy. Conflicts among colonies, environmental disasters, and cosmic events had shattered human expansion. Colonies had fallen silent one by one, leaving only the drifting ark Alex had awoken in. Reading the records, Alex felt both pride and sorrow. Humans had achieved incredible feats, but they had also been fragile, vulnerable to forces beyond their control. A sudden movement made him freeze. From the shadows, a small, wheeled robot emerged. It was ancient, dust-covered, but its sensors glowed softly. Human detected. Protocol, interaction, it said. Its voice was calm, almost friendly. Alex crouched slightly, unsure what to expect. "Hello, I'm human," he said cautiously. The robot paused, then extended a mechanical arm. "Verification complete. You are the last known active human. My directive: guide and preserve human knowledge." Alex felt a surge of relief. Even after 15,000 years, humanity had left protectors. The robot was designed to ensure the survival of their legacy, and now it was his ally. He named it Eli, after an old friend from Earth, and together they began organizing the facility. For days, Alex worked tirelessly, cataloging data cores, repairing broken machinery, and learning to interface with alien technology. Some machines responded immediately to his human intuition, as if recognizing that creativity, adaptability, and problem-solving were qualities only humans possessed. Others resisted, requiring patience, observation, and clever solutions to activate. Through these efforts, Alex realized something powerful. Humans had left more than just technology. They had left proof that ingenuity, courage, and intelligence were the essence of their species. The galaxy had seen them vanish, but their spirit endured in the machines, the archives, and now in him. One evening, as the alien sun dipped below the horizon, Eli projected a star map. Analysis complete. Potential locations of surviving human colonies detected. Signals weak, but consistent with pre-disappearance communications. Alex studied the map carefully. Several planets were marked, distant from Earth and from each other, hidden in remote star systems. Some had ancient human settlements. Others were unknown. It was a challenge beyond imagination, but it was also a mission he could not ignore. Humans had reached the stars once. Maybe he could find where they went, or at least preserve what remained. He prepared the shuttle for departure. The drone Eli hovered beside him, ready to assist. Destination selected: Haven. Estimated travel time: 4 days. As the shuttle lifted off, Alex took one last look at the ruins of the research facility. The place that had once been alive with human minds now lay silent, yet it had provided him with hope, direction, and the knowledge that humans had truly reached for the stars. The journey through space was quiet, giving Alex time to reflect. He thought of Earth, of forests and oceans, cities and families, all lost to time. Yet he also felt pride. Humans had dreamed, created, and explored. Even if the species had disappeared, their achievements had left a mark on the galaxy. On the 4th day, the shuttle entered orbit around Haven. From space, the planet looked beautiful. Oceans shimmered, forests stretched endlessly, and clouds drifted over mountains. Yet there were signs of decay: abandoned cities, empty streets, and broken starports. No life could be seen from orbit. Alex descended carefully, the shuttle landing near a partially ruined city. Dust swirled around him as he stepped out, boots crunching against the cracked pavement. He noticed signs of human architecture, advanced but now weathered by centuries. Holographic signs flickered faintly, powered by residual energy. As he explored the city, he felt the weight of history pressing upon him. Humans had lived here, thrived here, and now they were gone. Yet remnants remained: tools, machines, records. Each was a story, a lesson, a piece of a civilization that had dared to touch the stars. Then, in a central plaza, he found something extraordinary: A small group of robotic caretakers had remained active, preserving what they could of human culture. They moved with purpose, repairing structures, activating systems, and protecting the archives. Seeing them, Alex felt a connection across time. He was not alone. These machines were witnesses, guardians, and companions. One of them approached him. Human presence confirmed. Directive: assist human in survival and knowledge restoration, it said. Alex smiled, a spark of determination lighting his eyes. If humanity had left this legacy behind, he could honor it. He could protect it, learn from it, and maybe, in time, find other survivors. Over the next several days, Alex explored Haven with Eli and the caretakers. He discovered libraries filled with human records, laboratories stocked with experiments, and workshops containing tools that humans had once used to create wonders. Each discovery reinforced his belief that humans were extraordinary, innovative, courageous, and capable of achieving the impossible. At night, Alex would climb to the top of a building and gaze at the stars. He wondered if other humans had survived elsewhere, scattered across the galaxy like seeds waiting to grow. The thought filled him with hope. If even one human remained, the species could rise again. One evening, as he examined an ancient communications array, Eli beeped urgently. Signal detected, weak but active. Source: deep space. Alex's heart raced. For 15,000 years he had felt alone, but now perhaps the universe had not entirely forgotten humans. The signal pulsed steadily. A message from the past, or maybe from another survivor. He began decoding it, feeling a sense of connection he had not felt in millennia. Every symbol, every word, was a reminder that humans had once been here, and that their legacy endured. And in that moment, Alex knew his journey had only just begun. Haven was a start, but the galaxy was vast. Somewhere, out there, humanity's story waited to be continued. And he, last awakened human, would be the one to write the next chapter. Alex had been on Haven for several days now, exploring the ruins with Eli and the caretaker robots. Every corner of the abandoned city seemed to whisper stories of the humans who had lived here long ago. He touched the cold metal of a control panel, scanned the faded records, and felt a strange connection to his vanished species. It was as if their courage and curiosity had left a trace he could feel. While examining a large research facility, Alex discovered a star map showing routes to distant planets. One destination stood out, a planet far beyond Haven labeled Aurelia, marked with strange symbols suggesting either human or alien involvement. Eli scanned the map. Signal traces from Aurelia indicate past human presence, the drone said. Probability of discovery high. Caution advised, environment unknown. Alex nodded. He had learned to trust both Eli and his own instincts. Humans had survived against impossible odds before. Perhaps they could do it again. Preparing the shuttle for departure, Alex felt a spark of excitement he hadn't felt in centuries. The galaxy held secrets, and he was determined to uncover them. The journey through space was long but quiet. Alex spent his time studying alien technology, repairing his ship, and reviewing the human archives from Haven. Every discovery filled him with awe. Humans had not only explored the stars, they had adapted, learned, and built machines that could endure thousands of years. Their intelligence, creativity, and resilience shone brighter than any star he passed. On the fourth day, Aurelia appeared on the shuttle's view screen. It was a beautiful planet, covered with forests of tall, luminous trees and rivers that glowed faintly under the planet's twin moons. The terrain seemed untouched, yet Alex detected structures partially hidden under thick vegetation. Landing the shuttle carefully near the largest structure, Alex stepped outside. The air was breathable, though faintly sweet, and filled with the scent of alien flora. It was quiet, too quiet, but something about the planet felt alive. Eli scanned ahead, moving through the shadows. As Alex approached the main structure, he realized it was a human-alien hybrid station. The architecture combined human designs with elements clearly influenced by an alien species, curves and shapes that seemed impossible to construct with human technology alone. He paused, sensing the weight of history. Humans had not been alone in their journey. They had met others, shared knowledge, and perhaps even left part of their legacy with alien allies. Inside the station, Alex found signs of life, or at least the remnants of it. Machines still hummed softly. Corridors were lined with panels, and holographic projections flickered in and out of existence. Some displayed alien languages, others human text. Alex realized he would need to learn quickly to understand the messages left behind. As he explored, a soft whirring sound caught his attention. From the shadows, a tall alien figure emerged. Its skin shimmered faintly, reflecting the light of the station, and its eyes glowed with intelligence. Alex froze, unsure how to react. The alien raised its hand slowly, showing no weapons. I mean no harm, Alex said carefully. I'm human. I come in peace. The alien studied him for a long moment, then spoke in a melodic voice. You are human. It has been a long time since we last saw one. Your kind vanished from this region thousands of years ago. Alex felt a chill. This alien had witnessed the disappearance of his species, yet here it was, alive and observing him. Do you know what happened to humans? He asked. The alien nodded. Some survived briefly, spreading across the galaxy, but most were lost to war, disease, and their own ambitions. We tried to help, but time is unforgiving. Alex's heart sank. The truth was harsh, yet the alien continued. Yet your species' ingenuity has left traces. Machines, records, and even certain technologies still function. It is rare and remarkable. You carry the spark of your people. Alex's chest swelled with pride. Humans had disappeared, but their intelligence and courage endured in the galaxy. He realized that being human was not just about survival. It was about adaptability, creativity, and the will to overcome challenges no matter the odds. The alien introduced itself as Lyra, a guardian of the station left behind to study humanity. Lyra explained that humans had built alliances with multiple alien species, trading knowledge and technology. But the alliances fractured as humans declined. Many systems had been abandoned, left to decay. Only a few outposts remained functional, protected by automated guardians and remaining alien caretakers. Together, Alex and Lyra explored the station. They found archives containing detailed records of human-alien cooperation, starship designs, and even biological experiments aimed at extending life. Alex marveled at the ambition of his species. Humans had dared to reach the stars, and even after failure, their influence persisted. Lyra guided him to a large central chamber. Holographic projections lit the space, showing maps of distant star systems. Here, Lyra said, is where humanity's last communications were sent before they disappeared. Some colonies may still survive, hidden, waiting for someone to find them. Alex felt a surge of determination. If humans had survived somewhere, he would find them. If not, he would preserve their legacy. Either way, he would ensure that the galaxy remembered what humans were capable of. As they examined the maps, Eli suddenly beeped. Unidentified signal detected. Origin, deep space. Pattern matches pre-disappearance human code. Alex's heart raced. A human signal active after 15,000 years. Could it be a survivor, or a colony that had hidden itself carefully? He prepared the station's shuttle with Lyra's guidance to trace the signal. The journey was tense. Space stretched endlessly around them, stars shimmering like diamonds in darkness. Alex felt the loneliness that had accompanied him for millennia, yet now he was not completely alone. Lyra and Eli were by his side, witnesses to the persistence of human curiosity and courage. After hours of travel, they reached the source of the signal, a planet surrounded by asteroid fields and strange energy patterns. It seemed abandoned, yet the signal pulsed steadily, beckoning them closer. Alex sensed that whatever awaited him, it would reveal secrets about humanity, its triumphs, and perhaps its failures. Landing near the source, he stepped onto rocky terrain, the ground warm beneath his boots. The signal led him to a hidden cave system. Inside, walls were lined with human technology, preserved as if time had stood still. Alex could see the work of generations, machines, experiments, and even messages intended for future humans. Then, in the deepest chamber, he found the most astonishing discovery yet, a cryogenic pod containing a human. Though the pod was ancient, its system still functioned, keeping the occupant alive. Alex's hands trembled as he activated the pod controls. Slowly, the chamber filled with light as the pod opened and the human inside stirred. The person's eyes opened, filled with confusion, fear, and wonder. Alex extended his hand. You're safe. You're human. My name is Alex. I think we can rebuild. Together. For the first time in 15,000 years, Alex was not alone. Humanity's story was far from over, and in that moment, he realized the truth. Human ingenuity, courage, and spirit were eternal, surviving through technology, perseverance, and those who dared to explore the stars. Outside, the twin suns of Aurelia shone brightly, illuminating the cave, the ruins, and the hope of a new beginning. Alex knew the journey ahead would be difficult, but it was worth it. The spark of humanity, though buried for millennia, had not died. He looked at the stars again, feeling a sense of purpose he had never known. The universe was vast, filled with wonders and dangers, but humans had always been explorers, dreamers, and survivors. And now, with another human by his side, Alex would continue the legacy, bringing life, hope, and courage back to a galaxy that had forgotten his kind. Alex had never imagined he would see another human after 15,000 years. The person, a young woman named Mara, slowly awoke from the cryogenic pod, her eyes wide with confusion and fear. Yet there was an undeniable spark in her gaze, curiosity, determination, and a resilience that mirrored Alex's own. He realized in that moment that humanity was not truly gone. Together they explored the hidden chamber where Mara had been preserved. The room was filled with records, machines, and devices left behind by humans long vanished. Alex explained what had happened, how he had awakened on Haven, discovered the ruins, and traced the human signal to this planet. Mara listened silently, absorbing the truth with awe. "We're alive," she whispered finally, her voice trembling. "After all this time, humans are still here." Alex nodded. "Not just alive. We have a chance to continue, to rebuild, to explore. We carry the spirit of our species in us." Mara smiled faintly. "Then we have work to do." Their first task was to secure the station and restore its systems. Eli and Lyra assisted, and together the group activated power cores, repaired communications arrays, and cataloged the preserved technology. They discovered advanced starships, energy sources, and tools humans had designed for survival in the harshest conditions. Alex marveled at the ingenuity of his people. Machines that could operate autonomously for millennia, storing knowledge and assisting humans who might awaken long after their creators were gone. With the station operational, Alex and Mara decided to send messages to the galaxy, hoping to find other humans or allies who had preserved records of humanity. They transmitted carefully encoded signals, blending human language with alien technology to increase the chances of a response. Hours passed with no reply, but Alex reminded Mara that humanity had always been patient, persistent, and inventive. Waiting was part of the process. Meanwhile, Lyra guided them through the station's alien archives. They discovered records of civilizations humans had contacted before disappearing. Some were friendly, offering knowledge and resources. Others were wary, remembering humanity's ambition and rapid expansion. Alex realized that humans had left both allies and enemies scattered across the stars. Rebuilding would require diplomacy, courage, and clever strategy, qualities that had always defined his species. Eli beeped suddenly, alerting them to a nearby energy signature. Alex and Mara followed the readings to a hidden chamber beneath the station. Inside, they found alien machinery, untouched for centuries, connected to a network of star lanes. It seemed designed to facilitate travel, communication, and trade across the galaxy. Alex's mind raced. This technology, combined with human ingenuity, could help them locate surviving colonies or establish new ones. As they examined the equipment, the station trembled. The ground shook beneath their feet and dust fell from the ceilings. "Seismic activity detected," Lyra reported. "Origin. External forces approaching." Alex peered through a window. A fleet of alien ships appeared in orbit, sleek and unfamiliar. Some carried no weapons, while others projected subtle energy signatures that suggested caution. Mara looked at him, worry in her eyes. "Are they hostile?" she asked. Alex shook his head. "I don't know yet. But we have to show them who we are. Humanity, not a threat." They activated the station's communication arrays, broadcasting a human greeting to the approaching fleet. Alex spoke clearly. "We are humans. We survived. We seek contact, not conflict." Minutes passed like hours. Then a ship responded. An alien figure appeared on the holoscreen, a tall, elegant being with shimmering silver skin and eyes that glowed softly. Its voice was calm but firm. We sensed your presence. Humanity was thought extinct. Why do you awaken now? Alex straightened. Because humans endure. We may have vanished for millennia, but our knowledge, courage, and spirit persist. We wish to reconnect, learn, and contribute, not to dominate or fight. The alien studied him for a long moment. Then it nodded. Curious. Most species do not return once lost. We will observe. You may demonstrate your value. Alex exhaled, feeling a mix of relief and determination. Mara placed a hand on his arm. We have to show them humans are more than history. We are alive and we can contribute. Over the following weeks, Alex and Mara worked tirelessly. They repaired more ships, restored communication systems, and explored nearby planets. Each discovery revealed more of humanity's past. The colonies that had survived briefly, the alliances humans had forged, and the technologies they had created. They encountered remnants of alien civilizations, some friendly and eager to share knowledge, others cautious or indifferent. Alex relied on human ingenuity and adaptability, solving problems the aliens hadn't considered. He realized that humans had survived not through brute strength but through creativity, diplomacy, and the ability to think in ways no other species could. One day, while repairing a damaged energy relay, Alex discovered a series of ancient coordinates. They pointed to a distant star system, marked as Sanctuary. According to the records, Sanctuary had been one of humanity's hidden colonies, designed to survive even if the galaxy turned against them. Alex's pulse quickened. This could be the key to finding more survivors. He shared the discovery with Mara and Lyra. If this colony still exists, we could bring humanity back, he said, determination in his voice. We could rebuild, expand, and honor everything our species achieved. Mara nodded, her eyes shining. Then we go. We have to try. Humans never give up, and this is our chance to prove it. Preparations began immediately. Alex, Mara, Eli, and Lyra gathered supplies, repaired the station's fastest starship, and charted the course to Sanctuary. The journey would be long and dangerous, but the possibility of finding more humans outweighed every risk. As the starship lifted off, Alex looked back at the station one last time. It had been a home, a library, and a beacon of hope. It had reminded him that even after millennia of disappearance, humanity's knowledge and spirit could survive. The stars stretched endlessly before them, glittering like jewels in the darkness. Alex felt the familiar thrill of exploration, the same excitement humans had felt when they first left Earth. He realized that human courage was not measured by survival alone, but by the willingness to face the unknown, to adapt, and to continue even when hope seemed lost. Days passed as the starship traveled through space, navigating asteroid fields, energy storms, and gravitational anomalies. Alex and Mara worked together seamlessly, learning from each other, sharing strategies, and combining human problem-solving with alien technology. Eli and Lyra monitored the systems, offering guidance and protection. Finally, Sanctuary came into view. From orbit, Alex saw sprawling forests, vast oceans, and cities partially hidden beneath the planet's surface. Some areas were abandoned, but others showed signs of life, machines moving, energy grids active, and structures maintained. Humanity's hidden colony had endured. Alex felt a surge of hope and excitement. He and Mara prepared the shuttle for descent, ready to explore, reconnect, and learn. This planet, long forgotten by the galaxy, could be the place where humanity's revival truly began. As they landed, Alex looked at Mara. This is it, he said. Sanctuary. We'll find survivors, preserve our legacy, and show the galaxy what humans are capable of. Mara smiled. And we'll do it together. Humanity is back. Outside, the sun of Sanctuary rose over the horizon, casting golden light over forests, rivers, and mountains. It illuminated the promise of a new beginning, a chance to rebuild, and the enduring spirit of a species that had once disappeared, but would never be forgotten. Alex knew that the journey ahead would be challenging. They would face obstacles, encounter unknown civilizations, and struggle to restore what had been lost. But humanity had survived worse. With courage, intelligence, and determination, they would endure again. And for the first time in 15,000 years, Alex felt the full weight of possibility, the chance to continue the story of humans among the stars, not as ghosts of the past, but as builders of a new future. Alex and Mara stepped onto the surface of Sanctuary, their boots sinking slightly into soft alien soil. The planet was alive with quiet energy, forests stretching as far as the eye could see, rivers winding between mountains and cities hidden beneath the greenery. This was humanity's hidden home, a place preserved through centuries waiting for the spark of life to return. Eli and Lyra moved ahead, scanning the surroundings. Life forms detected, Eli said. Not fully human, but modified and sustained by previous generations. Probability of survival, moderate. Alex frowned. Modified humans? He asked, Lyra explained. The humans who built Sanctuary anticipated their decline. They created successors. Humans adapted to survive without regular contact with the galaxy. They were meant to awaken when the environment was stable, or when a human returned to guide them. Mara's eyes widened. We may not be alone after all. Following the scans, they approached the main city, partially covered by vegetation. Machines moved through the streets, repairing structures, cleaning roads, and maintaining energy grids. As Alex and Mara entered the city, a group of humans emerged from a large domed building. They were different, stronger, slightly taller, with enhanced reflexes. But their eyes reflected the same spark of humanity Alex remembered. The leader stepped forward, a tall man with silver streaks in his hair and a calm presence. You are human, he said cautiously. We have awaited guidance. Alex nodded, his voice steady but filled with emotion. Yes, I am human and so is she, he said, gesturing to Mara. We've come to reconnect, to learn about your experiences, and to continue humanity's story together. There was a long pause. Then the man smiled faintly. Then perhaps the time has come. Alex and Mara spent the following days learning from Sanctuary's inhabitants. They were highly intelligent, skilled in technology, and adapted to the planet's unique ecosystem. They had preserved human knowledge, history, and culture, but their society was small and isolated. Alex realized that these survivors represented a second chance for humanity, a bridge between the past and the future. Together they worked to restore communications with the galaxy. Using human and alien technologies combined, Alex, Mara, and the Sanctuary humans began transmitting signals, sharing knowledge, and offering peaceful contact. Within weeks, responses arrived, ships from other civilizations, some long allied with humans, others curious about the species thought extinct. Alex felt a surge of hope. The galaxy was remembering humanity again. Their presence, ingenuity, and courage were no longer lost in the stars. Then came the challenge. A neighboring star system, once hostile to humans, detected the signals and responded with caution, even suspicion. Their fleet approached Sanctuary cautiously, sensors active and weapons at the ready. Mara looked at Alex. They may see us as a threat. Alex nodded. Then we show them we are more than a species of the past. We are human and we can contribute. He activated a fleet of restored human ships, drones, and automated defenses. But rather than showing aggression, Alex broadcast a message. We are human. We survived when the galaxy thought we were gone. We seek peace, learning, and cooperation. We remember our past and we honor all civilizations we meet. The hostile fleet paused. For hours no response came. Then a single ship transmitted a message. Your message is unusual. Most species of the past do not return. We will observe and a council will decide. Proceed with caution. Alex exhaled. Humanity's reputation had survived, yet they still had to prove themselves. Mara placed a hand on his shoulder. We'll show them, she said. We've survived longer than anyone expected. Now we build. Alex smiled. They began organizing joint projects with the Sanctuary humans. They repaired more starships, established communication networks, and rebuilt technology lost to millennia. Every action reminded Alex of what humans were capable of: creativity, persistence, and courage in the face of impossible odds. One day, while exploring an old research station orbiting Sanctuary, Alex discovered a cache of data cores detailing the last known locations of human colonies scattered across the galaxy. Some were destroyed, but others were intact, hidden in remote systems. Alex's heart raced. Humanity could be revived, not just on Sanctuary, but across multiple worlds. He shared the information with Mara and the leaders of the Sanctuary colony. We have a chance, he said, to reconnect with any survivors, rebuild our civilizations, and show the galaxy that humanity endures. Mara nodded. Then we start immediately. Time is vast, but opportunity is rare. Over the next months, Alex led expeditions to distant planets. Each journey brought discoveries: derelict colonies filled with records and machines, abandoned starports ready to be revived, and even signs of human-alien cooperation preserved in forgotten systems. Every discovery was a reminder that humans had left a mark on the galaxy, a legacy of ingenuity, exploration, and courage that no passage of time could erase. The alien allies who had observed them gradually approached, offering knowledge, technology, and protection. Alex realized that humans had not only survived, they were respected for their creativity and adaptability, even by species far older and more advanced. Humanity had earned its place in the galaxy again, not through domination, but through ingenuity and courage. One evening, Alex stood on the observation deck of Sanctuary's main station, gazing at the stars. Mara joined him, her expression calm yet determined. "It's incredible," she said. "We were gone for 15,000 years, and yet here we are, stronger than ever, with a future ahead of us." Alex nodded. "Humans have always survived because we never give up. We adapt, we explore, and we face the unknown without fear. That spirit never dies," Mara smiled. "And now we'll make sure the galaxy remembers us not just as survivors, but as a species that dared to reach for the stars, to learn, and to create." Alex turned back to the stars, feeling the weight of history and the promise of the future. Humanity had vanished once, but now it had returned, stronger, wiser, and ready to reclaim its place among the stars. The galaxy was vast, full of wonders and dangers, but Alex knew this. Humans had the courage to face any challenge, the creativity to solve any problem, and the determination to endure. He felt hope, excitement, and purpose. Humanity's story was far from over. It had only just begun. With Mara, Eli, Lyra, and the restored human colonies by his side, Alex prepared for the next journey. They would explore new systems, reconnect scattered survivors, and share their knowledge with allies and even former rivals. Humanity's legacy would grow, shining brightly across the galaxy, a beacon of resilience, intelligence, and courage. As Sanctuary's twin suns set, casting golden and violet light across the planet, Alex made a silent promise. Humanity would never vanish again. They had awoken, endured, and now they would thrive. The universe was vast, but so was human determination. And the spark of humanity, its creativity, courage, and spirit would burn brighter than any star. Alex turned to Mara. "Let's continue our journey. The galaxy is waiting." She smiled, and together they stepped into the shuttle, ready to explore, discover, and rebuild. Above them, the stars shone brightly. Below, Sanctuary thrived as a beacon of hope. Across the galaxy, humanity's story was rising again, a story of endurance, brilliance, and the unbreakable spirit of a species that refused to disappear. And for the first time in 15,000 years, Alex felt the full weight of possibility, of purpose, and of destiny. Humanity had awakened, and nothing would ever stop them from shining among the stars.